Today's video is brought to you by Pigeons, bus stations, and plastic clothing. Oh my, yes, I was far, far from my homeland of the middle of nowhere. But there I am at a bus station, and I'm waiting for the bus to come so I can give an individual a ride back to their location. When, from the corner of my eye, I see a man, a very large bearded man, wearing a very long, floor-length trench coat. Well, right away, all the movies about flashers and stories about flashers are hitting my frontal lobe, and I'm going, oh, God, no. God, no. Please, please, no. But, we are not going to freak out. No, we're not. My windows are not even halfway down. They're like a fourth of the way down. There is an ice scraper right beside me. My doors are locked. We will be just fine. Let's just read our book. So I got to the rawr, daddy part of my book, and I was very, very, just involved in that part of the book. Let me tell you something. When all of a sudden I hear at my window, well, I turn and I look, and there is Mr. Trenchcoat Man. And I'm looking at him, and he's looking at me, and he's like, I don't want any money, I just want to know something. What? My dumbass, what? He jerked open that trench coat. Now, I'm happy I stifled the scream, because thankfully Mr. Trenchcoat Man was not naked underneath that trench coat. Oh, Lord, no. What was Mr. Trenchcoat Man wearing, though? A bubblegum pink micro mini skirt that looked like it was made of plastic, with the matching crop top. And he looked at me, and I looked at him, and he's like, am I pretty? And I don't want to make him mad. I don't know what kind of day he's having, and I don't want to be that person. So I was like, you know what? Fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. Well, he puts his hands under over his mouth, giggles like a little girl, kicks that left leg up, and then takes off running. Right. Back to the book. So I'm reading the book again, and all of a sudden, once again, knock, 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 and I turn my head, and he's back. And he looks at me, and he's like, we're friends now. Okay, cool. You want to come see my pigeons? What? And he points to this very dimly lit alleyway, because it's about 3-4 o'clock in the morning, and he points to this very dimly lit alleyway. And I'm sitting there thinking, oh my God, I'm in a Lifetime movie. Shit. So I look at him, and I'm like, I'd love that, but I'm actually really afraid of pigeons, so I'm going to stay in my car. And he gets this look on his face, and then he goes, oh my God, do you hear them talking too? You know what the government did with the pigeons, right? No. The government, they took the pigeons, right? And they did experiments on them. And they found out how to turn prisoners of war into pigeons with an injection. And if you're not careful, the pigeons will spy on you, and they'll go back and they'll tell the government. They will? I've seen it. And then he disappears again down the alleyway. And I'm looking at my clock thinking, oh my God, I wish this bus would hurry up. What time is it? Where's the schedule? Oh, I want to go back home. I'd rather deal with hicks and rednecks in the middle of bumfucking you got a pretty mouth than this. And then I see the bus coming, and I'm thinking, oh, thank you, Jesus. Oh, thank you, Jesus. When all of a sudden, Mr. Pigeon Man comes back, wearing a plastic butter bowl on his head. He comes by the window real quick, and he tells me he can't be here because there's pigeons. And sure enough, there's a bunch of pigeons on the sidewalk on the other side of where the bus is pulling in, and he tells me to remember, wear plastic. They can't hear you, and they can't get in your head. And then he takes back off down the alleyway. I've never thrown suitcases in the back of a vehicle so fast in all my days. I think I hit Mach 20 getting the hell out of that bus station. But, that's what I get for taking a late night drive and, helping somebody out at a bus station. Pigeons. Prisoners of war. Who knew?